Have you ever loved someone so deeply that the thought of losing them made your chest feel heavy, like you couldn't breathe? Imagine standing face to face with the one person who gives your life meaning, and realizing that if you don't marry them, you might lose your mind. That's the feeling I had, so strong, so uncontrollable, that it shook every part of me. From the first moment I saw her, something inside me changed. It wasn't just attraction, no. It was something deeper, something that made me restless when she wasn't near. Every time she smiled, the world looked brighter, and every time she walked away, it felt like shadows covered everything. I knew right then that if I didn't fight for her, if I didn't make her my wife, I would go insane. But here's the problem. Loving someone is easy, convincing the world that you deserve to marry them. That's the real battle. Everyone had opinions. Some said I wasn't good enough. Some said it was impossible. And others warned me that chasing this dream would destroy me. And maybe they were right, because my heart wasn't calm. It beat louder every day, telling me one truth. If I can't marry her, I'll lose myself. Nights became my enemies. I would lay down, close my eyes, and instead of sleep, I'd see her face, smiling, laughing, walking away. My mind tortured me with images of her living a life without me, marrying someone else, calling another man my love. The thought was unbearable, like fire in my chest. That's when I realized this wasn't just love, this was survival. She wasn't a choice anymore. She was my only way to stay sane. But what would happen if I confessed this? What if I told her everything? Would she think I was crazy, too obsessed, too desperate? Or would she finally see that my love was real, pure, unstoppable? That question haunted me, and the longer I stayed silent, the more it hurt. Every minute I kept the truth inside, I felt like I was drowning, suffocating in my own emotions. There were moments when I tried to distract myself. Work, friends, noise, anything to silence the storm inside me. But nothing worked, because the truth was simple. She wasn't just in my heart, she was my heart. Without her, everything felt meaningless. And so I whispered to myself, again and again, I'll go insane if I can't marry her. I'll go insane if I can't marry her. But here's the twist. I wasn't the only one who had a choice. She had hers too. And the question that burned inside me was this. Would she ever say yes? Would she ever look at me and see the same fire that burned in my eyes? Or would she walk away, leaving me to fight my madness alone? That thought, that possibility, it was killing me slowly. I remember the day I almost told her. My hands were shaking. My voice felt trapped in my throat. She looked at me with those eyes, gentle, curious, unaware of the chaos inside me. I wanted to scream it out. Marry me. Please marry me. I can't live without you. But all that came out was silence. And in that silence, my mind repeated the same words. If she doesn't become mine, I'll lose my mind. And now, the question remains, how much longer can I keep this inside me? How much longer before my love, my desperation explodes out of me in ways I can't control? Because every day that passes feels like I'm standing closer to the edge, and one wrong step could send me falling into madness. The world outside kept moving as if nothing was wrong, but inside me, every moment was breaking me apart. I looked at my own reflection and whispered, how long can I keep pretending I'm fine, when deep down I'm falling apart without her? I tried to distract myself, tried to bury these thoughts with work, with friends, with anything, but nothing worked. The emptiness stayed. The more I pushed it away, the louder it came back, whispering again and again, marry her or lose your mind. At night, when everything was silent, I felt it the most. The silence was not peaceful, it was loud. I could almost hear my heart screaming. Why isn't she here beside me? Sometimes I would wake up at 3 a.m., thinking I heard her voice. But it was just my imagination, playing cruel tricks. And every time it happened, I realized the truth. This wasn't a small desire, this was life or death for me. One evening, I found myself pacing in circles, unable to breathe properly. My chest felt heavy, my thoughts were running wild, and then the words slipped out again. I'll go insane if I can't marry you. I knew they were true. I wasn't exaggerating. I was confessing the reality I live in every single day. But then another thought struck me. What if she doesn't understand the depth of what I feel? What if she thinks it's just words? That fear hit me harder than anything else. Because if she didn't believe me, if she walked away, how would I survive? That single question kept me awake, night after night, replaying every moment we shared, trying to prove to myself that she felt the same. And here's the twist. The more I tried to stay calm, the more restless I became. It was like being trapped in a burning room, and the only way out was through her. I stood in front of the mirror that night, staring at my own reflection, asking myself one question. How long can I hide this truth? How long can I keep pretending that life is fine, when in reality, every second, without you feels like a storm inside my chest? My heart doesn't just beat, it pounds with fear of losing you, and the thought that someone else might stand by your side one day calling you theirs, makes me want to scream until the world hears me. I can't let that happen. I can't let anyone take what I know belongs to me. Do you understand what this means? It means that my happiness doesn't exist without you. My peace is tied to your smile. My dreams begin and end with you. People say love makes you stronger, but in my case, it makes me desperate. Desperate to hold on to you. Desperate to never let go. I imagine a life where we're apart, and it drives me to madness. That's why I say it again. I'll go insane if I can't marry you. Even in the silence of the night, I hear your voice. Even when I close my eyes, I see your face. Every part of me is wired to your presence. And the truth is, without you, there's no me. So tell me, what would you do if the person you loved became the very air you needed to breathe? Would you survive a single day without them? Or would you break like I do? Every time I think of losing you, do you know what it feels like when your mind refuses to stay calm? When every thought in your head repeats one person's name over and over again? That's what I live through every single day. And it only gets worse when I imagine a future without you. Sometimes I try to distract myself. I talk to people. I laugh. I pretend everything is normal. But the truth is, deep down, I'm breaking apart. Every little thing around me reminds me of you. Your voice, your smile, the way you looked at me once. And then the thought hits me like lightning. What if I lose you forever? That's when the fear begins. Not just the fear of loneliness, but the fear of losing my own mind. I keep telling myself, I'll go insane if I can't marry you, because my love for you is not a passing feeling. It's not just attraction. It's something far deeper, something my heart cannot let go of. Here's the part that no one understands. People think love is just about romance. But for me, it's survival. I can't picture waking up one day knowing you belong to someone else. Or worse, that I never had the courage to hold on to you. That thought, it kills me inside every time. And let me tell you this, the pain of missing you is already unbearable. So what will happen if I'm forced to live without you? Completely, that's when the madness will take over. And I'll truly lose myself. But here's the shocking truth. I'm not scared of going insane anymore. What scares me more is living a so-called normal life without you in it. That kind of life would be emptier than madness itself. So here's the choice I've made. Either I fight with everything I have until you're mine, or I surrender my mind to the chaos that comes with losing you. There's no middle ground, no escape route, and every beat of my heart screams the same thing. I'll go insane if I can't marry you. And just when I think I've said it all, another thought strikes me. What if you don't even know the intensity of this love? What if you're still unaware that someone out here is willing to risk their sanity, their entire life, just for you? That's why I'm here, saying these words. Not as a confession, but as a cry for help, a desperate plea from a soul that cannot breathe without you. Because the truth is simple. My sanity is already hanging by a thread. And only you, only your yes, can save me from completely falling apart.